So here we are in Melbourne, Australia.
Australia.
2 sleeps away
Earth.
from the federal election.
2 sleeps away. I can hardly keep my excitement in, T-Mac.
It's been a big deal. There's been a lot of, I think it's the most television coverage we've seen in quite some time in terms of back and forth, a bit of mudslinging through the ad campaigns, things of that nature. How are you feeling about the, you ready to vote?
I've already voted.
Have you?
Here's how uninvolved I want to be in the whole situation. I'm so separated from the whole election process because I feel that either way, we're screwed, aren't we? We're screwed. And I always vote Liberal. That's, you know that.
Okay.
Well, that was always going to happen. So I'm not going to wait until the end to see what all their policies. I'm going to vote Liberal. So in the city, you can just go in and do an early election, and then I got my Saturday free.
Sure. I agree. It is a kind of a lesser of two evil type things.
Yeah.
But, I've been kind of wavering back and forth, and I'm like, who do I want to go with? It's already prospected that, Abbott's going to take it. A lot of the polls are in his favor at this stage.
We're getting very political on this podcast, aren't we?
Well,
is there going to be anything funny, about the politics that we're bringing out? I don't know,
is that really necessary to ask? Or?
It's not. Are we going to generationalize it? Yes, we are.
Listen, all right, just hear me out. I've got an issue with something Abbott, one of his stances, and I want to touch base with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
because touch me. All right.
I'm still not sure who I'm going to vote for. But
you're still up in the air.
Just hear me out.
You're not up in the air.
It's all about his one stance.
Okay.
And it's the stop the moats stance.
It's a stop the boat stance.
The stop the moats. Now it's really it's angering me. It's angering me because I don't see what the hell is wrong with having a trough of water around your home.
I would love to have a trough of water.
I spent 6 months digging my own moat.
Absolutely. So why would you want to
stop Who the hell is he to tell me, as an Australian citizen, I don't have the right to have a waterway around my home?
It's a lot of work, the whole moat building process.
It is. As I said, I've spent 6 hard months digging the thing.
6 months?
I filled it with water.
Bucket by bucket.
I'm getting a great result. I'm getting no more junk mail.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. Granted, on a monthly basis, I have to drag the moat in order to get the corpses out.
Of course.
Okay.
Choice of defense animal in your moat. Have you got sharks? Have you got panthers? What's in your moat?
Well, I think one of the scariest things to look at right in your face is there's nothing worse than a tortoise.
Tortoise.
Of course. Coming out with generitarian or whatever that word is for old people.
I don't know what philanthropist I think you're thinking of.
That's someone who helps people.
That's someone who helps people.
Nonetheless, okay.
They've got the shell on their back. They're seedy looking animals,
aren't they?
Tortoise.
And when they open that mouth and just get you in the face.
And they got no teeth.
Forget about it.
I don't know.
Look, the other benefit of having the moat around my house, I'm still with the same electricity company.
Fantastic.
Because I don't have these door knockers coming to me every day.
You can't change it.
To try to get me to change it. Okay?
Oh, did you want to...
Tony Abbott, you know what? Screw you with your Stop the Moats campaign. You just lost my vote.
We are campaigning to keep the moats in Australia.
Keep the moats in Australia.
Keeping the moats in Australia.
Every human has the right to dig his own hole.
Well, it's too late. I've already voted Liberal. Is it against the law to tell people who I voted for?
It's not against the law. It's just it's not really considered not PC, but not most people won't do it.
Okay, well,
because it says a lot about you.
Here you go. Well, we're unique. We're different. We're trying to be edgy. So tell your friends. Joshua loves it. Voted for Liberal in this year's Australian election.
And get your spade out and dig that moat against Tony Abbott.
No more dancing feet to beats that go boom. I'll watch the sunrise alone in my room tonight.
And we're back.
No pouring rain, no eyes wide. That's the song I was
trying
to tell you about.
That's enough. That song.
How Soon Is Now by David Guetta, not by the Smiths, not by Tattoo, by Lily O'Gorman or whatever that Rose McGowan.
Yeah, did you ever go back and listen to the Smiths version?
I have. I still have not. I saw it on YouTube and I thought about it, but then I thought, nah.
Fair enough. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I'm T-Mac and this is Joshua. We're here at episode 50.
That's 50.
50 of Gen Irrational, the podcast where two guys from different generations just talk shit.
This is the episode that people were waiting for, T-Mac.
Is it?
At episode 45, people were like, you know what, the next 5, let's just put up with them.
Yeah.
Because episode 50 is going to be a big one, and it's going to be a big one.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
We've jam-packed this episode full of
I think we have.
I assume I've got a couple of things. Have you got a couple?
I got a couple of things.
You got a couple of things. We've got a few things to talk about in this podcast.
We do.
It's jam-packed.
Yep. Yep.
By all means, stick around.
All right. Well, I think... And with that, we'll get into our first topic. Will we not? Or are we just going to go back to music?
Generational. Let's just do another intro. Let's talk about Charmed Girls again. Okay. You know what? Let's move on. Well, it is our 50th episode, T-Mac.
Tis.
I thought, why not? Let's bring out some facts. All right. Let's tell the listeners a little bit more about 50 Cent.
Yeah, 50.
50 episodes. We've got some facts for 50 Cent. Let me just throw a few out there. He's left-handed. Okay. T-Mac, just like Eminem. Huge. Crazy. Weird dude. His mother was a drug dealer. Interesting.
Okay.
She was also killed when he was 8 years old. Very somber. Let's just lighten the mood a little bit.
Okay, yeah, good call. Yeah.
Don't do that again?
No, okay. Don't do that
That's
again.
what I'm hearing. Don't do that again. Producers are not happy with that one. Mm-mm. I snuck that one into the soundboard today.
Yeah, you're getting the cutthroat sign from our soundboard.
They're not happy with that one.
No, they aren't.
They're not very happy with that, but I snuck it in. I was determined to get the comedy horn. Did you come in
after hours and load that up onto the... Oh, my God.
I wanted the comedy horn. We haven't done it for a while.
We got
told early on not to do comedy effects. And I wasn't happy about that.
From
Peter Hanlon.
Yeah.
Hanlon. Okay, here's another one. 50 Cent. 50 Cent facts. He started selling drugs at the age of 12.
Okay.
T-Mac, very young. He created a drug-selling gang called Sparky and the Poodle Boys at 15.
Really? Okay.
At the tender age of 15.
Ahead of his time.
He was the leader of Sparky and the Poodle Boys. He developed an obsession with Catherine Zeta-Jones after watching The Phantom. That was in 1996.
Okay.
Very early on. His love for singing came in 2002 after watching Chicago, which had Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Of course,
in it.
Yeah, that would follow.
His inspiration was Catherine Zeta-Jones. That's an interesting one. 3 things from his bucket list. This is all from his book, which I assume he has. Coach a women's field hockey team.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Grow prize-winning azaleas. He's a bit of a horticulturalist.
Nice.
Mr. 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And speed typing he's got on there as well. He files everyone's tax returns at Shady Records. That's Eminem's record label, Shady Records. He's the tax return guy.
Okay.
You need your tax return done, you talk to 50 Cent.
Okay.
The line, "Go Shawty, it's your birthday. We're going to party like it's your birthday," from Eminem's song.
Yeah.
Not from Eminem's song, from 50 Cent's song, is actually referencing Patrick Stewart, who's a good friend of 50 Cent.
And Patrick Stewart would be...
he is the bald guy from Star Wars.
Oh, right. Yeah, that captain guy. I thought he was like the guy from Grey's Anatomy. That guy.
No, that's... it's Patrick.
Yeah.
Dempsey.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's always on my mind. So that's why I brought him
Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah,
shout out to Patrick Dempsey.
Yes, yeah, we got
So there you go. There's some facts about 50.
Yeah, 50 on 50.
We got to 50 episodes, team, mate.
Indeed, we did. And here we are. And the mic's working all right, and we're doing our thing.
We worked it out. We've had a well-oiled machine of a podcast for about 12 episodes.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
About 12.
About 12, yeah.
12 or 13.
From about 42, yeah.
Yeah,
that's 8 then. Yeah,
generational.
I feel compelled to address the elephant in the room.
Let's do it. Why is there an elephant in the room? Just joking, everyone.
I don't know who you are. No, 2 words.
Okay.
Flaming dwarf.
Yeah. Been there.
Obviously, by now, most people would have heard there's been an issue with Dwarf My Party, which is a website where you can hire dwarfs.
Great.
They'll come, they'll entertain. It's all humorous, they're short, that kind of stuff.
Great concept, yeah.
However,
you
can't make fun of them.
You can't.
You can't. You can't make fun of them. And one thing you shouldn't do is light them on fire.
Okay, that's a good point.
Like that's just going one step further.
It's a good rule.
There are jokes that you can make. You can say, what do I call you? Do I call you Mr. Midget, Mr. Dwarf?
Is there a word
vertically
that you
challenged, things like that, what have you. What
guy.
You don't do is you don't put a flame under their ass.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
At the St. Kilda Mad Monday party.
So it was a St. Kilda party?
Well, it was an AFL party.
AFL party in St. Kilda?
The St. Kilda team.
The St. Kilda team.
Were the offenders.
Yeah, okay.
They hired the guy. Apparently, they were just meant to stand there in like police uniform, or
the dwarfs were.
The dwarfs were in bouncer, like looking like bouncers at the door, greeting people.
Okay.
Like, oh, look, there's a short
hilarious.
Guy.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
God, yeah, you're gonna kick me out.
You're gonna kick me out? Yeah, we are, son.
Yeah, I need your ankles to leave right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna cuff your ankles.
Yeah, finally.
So basically, what was a dude's name? I don't know, some dude.
Let's make up a name. Let's make a name.
Well,
Andre
Pufla.
Pufla.
Yeah, Pufla.
Why'd you
so
say
Pufla. So Pufla is partying away.
Okay.
Pufla is the St. Kilda player.
Pufla.
He somehow gets his hands on a barbecue lighter.
Okay.
Like one of these extended things.
One of those dolphin...
Comes up behind said dwarf named Blake Johnson.
Blake Johnson?
Who, mind you, is also called Mr. Big because he is a professional wrestler.
He's a professional
wrestler.
Blake Johnson is.
The thing about Blake Johnson is he's a professional wrestler who resides in the pocket of a real wrestler.
Sure.
So what he does...
It's a kangaroo situation.
Instead of tapping out, he basically pulls out... The wrestler pulls out Johnson out of his pocket.
Special attack.
And look out, it's coming out of my change pocket. Watch for it. Wait.
He's pulled out Mr. Big!
Oh, look out, is that a 50-cent piece? No, it's Mr. Big!
Yeah, the wrestler's called the Kangaroo Man. And he just has him in like a pouch in front of him.
Yeah.
And he's covered in mucus.
Yeah, exactly, he is too. That's why he's so tough to catch.
Absolutely, Mr. Big. He's slimy, he's speedy.
So Johnson is basically, it was caught on fire. And Andrew Demetrio, who happens to be the president of the AFL.
The CEO, president, CFO.
Something of that nature.
Something or other.
The AFL being the Australian Football League for those international listeners. Apparently Demetrio, who's the president, kind of laughed it off. When interviewed about it.
Yeah, it was on a TV show. It was on a...
the TV? Yeah, I've seen it.
It was the TV. It was on the TV show.
It's on the TV.
There was only one TV show, and they brought it up with him, and he couldn't help but laugh. And then it got to the point he couldn't stop laughing. He was in a laughing fit, and Luke Darcy, who was on the show, was trying to calm him down and trying to move on, but he was just laughing so much. And it got to a point where it was a little bit weird. He did go on to say that, when things did get out of hand and the dwarf was put out, then he canceled the rest of the party. So the dwarf tossing competition was canceled. That was canceled.
And what he has indicated strongly is that for the Christmas party, the Pull Apart Leper Festival will not take place.
No, that's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah.
My question is, how flammable are dwarves?
Well, it depends. I mean, see, the thing with this one is the St. Kilda player doused him in barbecue fluid.
Okay,
so that made it a little more.
Started it off a little bit more.
A little more.
Maybe going a step too.
A little more tenacious there. So
maybe, only maybe. It sounds like a great party, to be honest.
I mean, I suppose the takeout from this is really, respect your dwarves.
Absolutely, definitely.
If you do have a pouch, carry him in it. Don't just let him walk side by side with you. Don't go carry him on a leash.
Yep.
He's not an animal. He's
PSA
not an animal.
From Generational GI.
Dwarf my ride, baby. Dwarf my ride.
T-Mac, it's our 50th episode. We often talk about world news.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
We do.
Is that something that we do?
Always.
Check out all our episodes, all our past episodes. There's a world news story in every one of our episodes, pretty much. We're new, we're hip, we're with it. Okay?
We are all over the planet.
Forget about North Korea.
Okay.
For a second,
Thank
T-Mac.
God, yeah.
All right? The US, they've got another country in their eyes at the moment. In their sights.
Syrupin.
The syrup.
Syropia.
Syria.
Ding dong.
The Syria.
Syria.
They've got Syria in their targets, in their midst, ready to take out their hand
on the hair trigger.
Americanism and grab it and squeeze it.
They are, yeah. It's a fucking situation out there.
So anyway, they're trying their hardest to convince us it's a humanitarian mission. It's not.
Right.
It's not. Look, everyone knows it's not. It's all for show. The real reasons that the US wants to fight Syria, I found out.
Okay. Is this through your CIA
This is huge.
contacts?
This is through my CIA contacts, FBI, NSA, you name it.
Yep. IGA.
Yeah. FEDA.
Yeah.
FIFA.
Right.
FIFA.
Right.
The NBA. All of it. Okay?
The AFL.
So, there's a few reasons why. First reason, the president of Syria, Bashar al-Assad, he released a rap song in Syria. He's a pretty big pop star there.
Okay.
And in one of his most famous songs, most recent songs, he compares Obama to a llama. The song is Obama the llama. Check out the grammar. You're gonna do.
I like it.
It's that song.
Like
it rhymes. It's a good thing. It's all the kids love it. He's big in the kids'
it's good
TV
flow.
shows.
It's good flow.
And they didn't like it. Obviously, they took offense to it. George Bush Sr. is convinced that Syria is where syrup is made, so they want to obviously have a stranglehold on the syrup market. It's as good as gold.
This is going to get the Canadians involved now too.
The Canadians are going to love this.
Big maple syrup.
They're going to love this.
People,
they're going to love it. It's going to be huge.
What's going to happen?
Asma al-Assad, which is Bashir's wife, so the president's wife, she actually offended John. She is a little bit sexy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, she's a little bit sexy. She's like the first lady of Syria. There's a lot going on.
Bit of power struggle.
So anyway, Asma, which is also a sexy name as well, isn't it? Asma
and
al-Assad.
A breathing condition.
Asma, it is.
Yeah.
That is good, correct. She actually offended John Kerry. John Kerry's been on a few dinners with Bashir and Asma. John Kerry and his wife. And she offended John Kerry one night when she repeatedly commented on how big his head is.
Is this true?
It's a big head. Yes, it is true. He has a big head. He has a very big head.
So she repeatedly commented.
Were
you able to get your hands on any of the actual quotes?
John Kerry,
your
tie looks like like a pin string compared to your head. Are those shoulders, or is that just your neckline?
Sure. Yeah.
A few things that she was coming out with. And she just offended him, I guess, and he went back and let's start war with Syria. So there's the inside goss for you, T-Mac. So it's all about pride. It's all about getting into that syrup.
You got to do it, man. Okay. Nothing further.
And it's been generationalized. Okay.
Okay, Japan has some issues keeping on the international tip.
Let's do it. We're at the forefront.
Okay, there's a bit of a internet toilet hacking thing going on over there.
There's an internet. Okay, those words don't go together.
Yeah, they actually do.
Okay.
If you're down with the Japanese internet toilet scene, you will know.
What is the Japanese internet toilet scene?
Dude, first of all, electronic toilets in general. Okay, the Japanese are all over this.
They're great. I love them.
All over it.
Big fan.
They are the biggest innovators of electronic toilets. Now it's gone into the international thing.
Yeah,
into the internet thing.
Internet thing.
Okay, so these internet toilets are capable of analyzing your urine.
Whoa, is this a tech update?
Sort of, but
because we need a tech update for the episode. It's our 50th episode. It's kind of our thing now.
Okay, it's a tech update.
Let's just quickly do an intro song for that one. Then, if it's tech update,
it's a tech update.
We need people to know. Okay, here we go. It's a tech update in episode 50. Generation, no, that's what we're gonna do because that's one of our segments that we often do. So, Generation, no tech update for you.
So the Japanese internet toilet. It can analyze a user's urine, their blood, body weight, and their body temperature. Okay, how do you think it gets your body temperature? Can you think of can you relate this to a dog in any way?
Is it a bum?
How does a vet get the dog's?
Is it some sort of seat gauge where it? I don't know. It's not measuring your poo, is it?
It may.
It may measure your poo.
It just may. It may.
That's disgusting.
Look, standard functions also include heated seats, which is, the Queen's got that big deal.
Right, yeah.
Water jets with pressure and temperature controls. Hot air bottom dryers.
Bain-Marie.
Hot air bottom dryers. Okay.
Hot air bottom dryers.
So, when you get that annoying splashback. How annoying is that?
That is terrible.
You're wondering how dirty, you've already dropped a couple.
Yeah.
Then the splashback comes up. You're like, oh, that's not going to be. I got to want that. But then you don't know how high it's gone on your ass, whatever. Get the blower out.
Are you a little bit proud of that though? That's a clean drop. In diving terms, that is a great dive.
Yeah,
that's a good entry into the pool. If the splash comes straight up into the air, that's a solid dive.
I suppose it is Olympic caliber.
It's Olympic caliber drop.
Yeah.
And I'm a little bit proud when it comes up and it hits the spot.
Yeah,
and you're like, ooh, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's a good point.
Good dive.
That's a good point.
Good dive.
I suppose with the Japanese toilets, you could opt not to use the bottom dryer. It's also got ambient background music.
Okay.
So, what we're looking at here, basically, it's a porcelain orgy. Fantastic, okay? It's an orgy in your ass.
Good way of putting it. Absolutely,
Dude,
yeah, definitely.
It's an anal spa, if you will.
Love it.
Okay, an anal spa. They're having some hacking issues. Just some guys just getting stoned, sitting around going, let's hack the toilet of the Hilton.
Right, love it.
You know, we happen to know that High Rollers over there is taking a dump. He had curry for lunch. He's going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
We were able to...
Let's fuck with him.
We were able to track his phone. We know exactly which stall he's in. Hit the hacking button.
What are they hacking? What are they doing?
Well, they're hacking. I mean, look, they're shooting unannounced streams up in there.
Okay.
You know, maybe they're putting out an odor that he doesn't care for. Maybe the guy, loathes hippies. They're spraying a little patchouli out there. Psst.
Don't you think that it's a bad idea when it gets to the point where your toilet can be hacked?
It is. They're
designing the toilet. They're designing the main frame of the toilet. And they're like, wow, this is susceptible to some hacking. Yeah, maybe we don't do that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're doing the best they can to really, because the Japanese are at the top of their game, technology-wise. Apparently, there's some new developments with the internet toilet too. As I said, it's somewhat of an anal spa, as it were.
Somewhat.
The next thing coming out is a lime and ginger salt sphincter wrap.
Great.
So that's really nice. That's nice. Really refreshing, exfoliant. Mm-hmm. So get that dry skin off your anus.
Get it up there.
Refresh it with some
get
lime.
Get a loofah up there. Exfoliate a little bit.
And there's also the hibiscus enema. So these are all on the forefront.
Don't know what either of those words mean. So.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, go look it up.
Don't want to.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
A little bit of a rant, T-Mac. A little bit of a rant.
A rant? You sound American there.
I got a little bit of a rant for you, boy. Got a rant for you, boy.
Squeal like a pig, boy. I gotta have a rant.
So, some old people are annoying me lately.
Okay.
Old people.
Yeah. They're
just sitting there
being
all old and stuff.
When you say old,
like
you're 23.
Yeah.
Do you consider me old?
How old are you?
No, just by knowing me. Do I seem like an old guy?
Well, the person that I'm ranting about is probably about 43.
She's got to be older than that.
49.
I mean, I don't know who you're talking about, but if you're calling her
because
old...
we don't have production meetings.
No, we don't, Andrew.
What is she, 42, 59, 53?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
There's a girl, there's a lady, there's an old lady. Let's say she's 61.
Okay.
Just for all intensive purposes, to throw the scent off a little bit for anyone that listens. Andrew House. All right, so what she does, right? This is what she does. This is how she communicates within the office. I like to be emailed.
Oh, she works with us.
She works with us. She's in the office with us. Okay. She works with us. She's annoying me at the moment.
Yep.
Send me an email. That's what I like to do. I tell you guys all the time. Send me an email. If you want something done, just send me an email. And then I use
Translated, it means... I'll get to it when the hell I'm ready.
When I'm ready.
Don't ask me to my face.
Yeah.
Because then I'll have to lie. I'll have to put on
I'll get to it.
Awkward pleasantry. I'll have to lie to you. I'll say I'm on it right now.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll get to it.
And then I go back and get on YouTube.
Exactly. Back on YouTube. Finish my video first that you rudely interrupted.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I'll get to your little...
That's right.
Little ditty that you have for me to do. So she understands that, so she sends me an email.
Okay.
I will reply to that email. Yep, no worries. I'll get to it in 45 to 50 minutes. Okay.
You said that to her?
No, I didn't say that to her.
You said
I said I'll get to it.
Yeah.
I said this. No worries. But this is what happens repeatedly, T-Mac. So I'll reply. Go. Yep. No worries. I'll do it.
This is with her particularly.
With her, happens. I will reply to. So okay. She'll email me.
Yeah, I understand.
And I'll reply to her saying, "Yep, no worries."
Right. On a regular basis. This
happens. And then I get a tap on my shoulder. Hey, did you get my email? This is what I want you to do.
How soon after does she come over and tap you?
Straight away.
Immediately.
Every single time.
Oh, God.
Every time. And now I'm to the point where she comes over and tells me, and I'm like, yeah, listen, I've already sent you an email back.
Yep.
I got your email. Everything you're explaining right now, you already explained it in your email.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to come over and tell me. What's the point of sending an email if you're just going to come over and talk to me? Pick one of the two.
Well, can I make a suggestion?
Go.
The next time you get an email, as soon as you read it, pick up the phone and pretend like you're talking.
Dude, she's standing up when she's pressing send.
Yeah, okay.
She's ready to walk over.
Yeah,
she's getting prepared.
Has she ever arrived before the email arrives?
I have once just finished sending the reply.
Yeah,
and I was straight onto it. Click send. She's behind me straight away. And then she explains what she said. No, she's like, "Oh, did you get my email?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yes, I did," and I just replied to it.
Yeah.
This is what I want you to do. Yeah, I know you explained that in the email. Oh, okay, cool.
Well, say something to her, dude.
Of course, I got the email.
Just say something to her. Go, hey, Deb. Just for future. What's her name? Sorry, I didn't catch. I didn't catch her name. Anyway, just say, "Excuse me, ma'am."
Yeah, ma'am, whoever you may be, whatever your name might be.
Just for future reference, ma'am.
Yeah.
Be sure that when I get your email, I'm right on top of it. You don't have to actually come tell me. I mean, how do you think she would react to that?
I feel like she thinks email is a 50-50 thing.
Yeah.
Like she's not sure.
Sometimes they go, sometimes they don't.
like pigeon mail. Like she's so used to pigeon mail that like, oh, maybe it'll get to the person, maybe it won't.
Right.
Like she's used to running messages back and forth, and she just uses email as a courtesy thing. All right. Like, I don't know. I just think that old people just stick to your emails and we'll all get along just fine.
Stick to Morse code. Screw it. Just a quickie here, man.
I got the comedy horn in there.
I heard you sneak that in, you bastard. Quickie. A little bit of papal news. Little Pope Francis news. We've seen a lot in this election with K-Rudd and what's his face. They're both K-Rudd. K-Rudd is mostly he's doing a lot of selfies with kids.
Yeah,
a lot of selfies with kids.
Aren't you annoyed by K-Rudd saying ages ago that he's never going to be leader again? He's stepping aside. He's never ever going to be to the top of the table again. And then here he is, top of the table. No. How can you trust that party, T-Mac? How can you trust Labour?
Hey, everybody's entitled to change their mind. If I want to become Prime Minister, I can change my mind too.
You can. And
I might just do that.
I might just do
that. Is it too late for this?
I think we should start campaigning right now.
I think we
When's
should.
the election? Saturday?
Yeah, can I get out there?
That's like 30 hours. That's great.
Let's go pass out some flyers.
That's all we need.
Pope Francis. This he's trying to be hip with the kids too. Pope Francis, he's not your standard pope, dude.
Yeah.
He's getting out there. He's doing all sorts of shit, He's actually doing selfies with kids.
God loves house music.
Dude, he's down with
what nationality? Is he German? Is that what he is?
Yeah, he's German.
God loves house music, yeah.
Oh, no. He's not German. That was Benny Boy. That was
Benedict. Oh, he stepped down, didn't he? Who's this new guy?
I thought that you knew this. He was your
Benny's
homeboy. your homeboy. Pope Francis, dude. Pope Francis. Hello. Benny stepped down.
Oh, he did say he was on the show.
Yes.
Benny was on the show.
Yes.
Pope Francis. What nationality is him? Because I want to bag him.
I'm not sure.
I want to imitate him.
He's doing selfies with young girls. With this one chick, because there was this whole school excursion. They went to Rome, the Vatican. Took selfies. So this one girl put the picture of her and the Pope on her Facebook profile page.
Hello, look at me with this little girl. God is good.
Dude, how is that good?
I don't know what he's trying to... What message is he trying to send?
He's copping a bit of flack for this because... He's just not taking the role seriously.
I know, that's pretty hardcore.
You can't just be hanging out with preteens, just taking pics and shit. What's next? He's going to be drinking, No
one was happy with the Instagram pics that he put of him doing lines with the...
no, I know, and alcohol pops and all that stuff.
Yeah, exactly, from the German party brother.
He's all up with the Molly. Like, he's fucking taking it right up to those.
Yeah, he's the new and improved Pope Francis, the papal.
So I just wanted to raise that because we got to keep an eye on Francie.
Yeah, definitely. Franny boy.
We might even get him on the show. Maybe get him on a telecall or something like that, and just try to, if we can maybe all just have kind of a what do they call those?
Intervention.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm meeting up with him on Friday. Arvo. We're having lunch at Men's Gallery. Okay. So maybe me and him can. We'll have a chat. It's good that you're meeting
up with him because now that you know he's Pope, that's good that you're meeting.
Yeah, well, it's great. Well, I mean, like we're best friends.
You didn't know.
Well, that's the thing. I hang out with him. I didn't know that he was Pope.
Right. So he hasn't mentioned that, right?
He hasn't mentioned it. He tries to keep it low key. Like we're getting stoned. We're having some drinks. We're banging some chicks. And he just likes to. He doesn't like to bring his work.
Sure.
Out with his friends.
He just likes to bring his cock out.
Yeah, good on you, Franny.
Attaboy, Franny boy.
We're a friend of you.
Late. That about wraps up Ep 50, doesn't it?
That's 50 episodes, T-Mac.
50 in the can.
That's pretty good.
That's a half century.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
All right, check out, like, Ep 32 was a good one. 43. Well, 49 was pretty good. 44. Check out 44.
I have no idea.
And, the rest of them are okay. So, yeah, this was a pretty good one as well.
Yep, not bad.
It was about 8 out of 10.
No, I think it was all right.
It was all right. It was pretty good, man. So, I mean... People are starting to get onto us now, T-Mac. So get on the bandwagon, everyone. Facebook.com/Generational Podcast. Like the page. Become friends with us.
We invite as many people to get on us as possible.
You're a little bit sick at the moment, aren't you, T-Mac?
I am a little bit sick. If you haven't noticed, I've got a bit of a snuffle. Snuffleupagus. He's my imaginary friend who looks after me in times of need. So that's why I'm a little bit hoarse today.
If that comes across in the podcast and it ruins it, looks like it's going to be Josho and Franny Boy tomorrow or next week, next podcast day.
Oh,
so
well, nah.
Getting rid of the team, Mac.
It'll be just fine. Look, I got through today. By next week, I'll get my chlamydia test and everything should be fine.
Hope you're all good, man. Facial chlamydia, you don't want that. That is what you don't want.
Follow us on Twitter. We've been getting a lot of good followers now. We're up to about 2,075,000, something like that.
Yeah, something in that area.
We'd like to hit that 3 million mark by maybe next week, if possible.
Wednesday is our cutoff date.
At Generational is our Twitter feed.
Get on there.
You can also, if you really like Joshua, you can love Joshua by getting on Joshua Loves It. I don't know.
Joshua Loves It. Facebook.com/Joshua Loves It.
Yeah.
Become my friend. Send me a creepy message. I'm open to stalkers. I'm open to big fans being my stalkers.
And you can look for my face page from 2000.
Yeah, go to myspace.com.
I mean MySpace, not my face. I always say that. I don't know why.
That's all right, man. Like you.
And of course, Bangbook. Bangbook is always there too.
Get on the Bangbook as well.
Get on the Bangbook.
Okay, so there's another episode, T-Mac, number 50
in the can. We appreciate all your assistance, all your help, and all your patronage.
And there she is.
And there is a shout out to our sponsor, our biggest sponsor out there, Jeff's Tube Socks out there in Ethenton.
And Paddy's Pub Kitten Mittens. That is what you want to get onto. So.
Perry's Poop Shoot in the harness bag. We will get some of those out to you ASAP.
So from the Generational team, thank you for all your support so far. 50 episodes. We love each and every one of you, whether you've heard an episode of us, whether you've been in the room while the episode's been on in the background, or if you've used the word generational and you just put too much of a space between gen and irrational and it kind of sounded like the name of our podcast. Thank you.
Good on you.
Thanks for your support.
All right, then that wraps up 50. Until next week, we out. Late.
Can you tell me what place is this?